How are you, sir?
I'm very good. I'm very good. Thank you very much. I've just come from a business call and yeah, I'm feeling good. It went quite well.
Awesome.
How are you?
I'm very well, always well.
How's
Me,
Romania?
always
I'm
well.
actually from Romania.
Are you?
I am. I
Which part?
am. Bucharest. I grew up in the capital.
I'm in the center. So, like, because
Yeah.
I normally work on sectors. So we're
Sector
in,
two.
yeah, so I worked in sectors. So we're like sector one,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and there's two, three, four, five, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So where are you
That's
living
right.
now?
Right now, I'm based in London, or you could say the outskirts of London, for the time being. Probably not for the future. I'm planning on going somewhere else, maybe returning back home. We'll see. I have a lot of work to take care of in England right now, so we'll see how that goes.
How long have you been in London for?
It would be 4 years now, I think, coming up on five.
Okay, cool. Where's outside London?
Kingston, sort of Surbiton, Surrey.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Yeah.
Surrey. You're in Surrey. Hello. Hello there. You didn't want to
Sorry,
say you was
indeed.
in
Yes.
Surrey, but you're in Surrey, aren't you? Hello, darling. We're gonna go
Yes.
horse riding today, aren't we? In Surrey.
Tell me about it.
How you find it? How you found it? All good?
Well, to be fair, my area is Surrey is not that bad. It's all right. It's pleasant. You definitely have a form of fresh air. And I've gotten to meet some interesting people.
And you're thinking maybe the move to Bucharest, back to back to Bucharest.
Possibly, I mean, we're thinking of building a house now.
Oh,
The
awesome.
plans made somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. My mother has just said, "This is the place. I want a house." I'm like, "All right, tell me what you need."
Fair, like that, like that. We'll get onto that subject in just a second.
Well, yeah, I'll have to. I'm not making any promises now. I'm still, you could say, towards the beginning of my business, and I want to make sure that there is a lot of systems in place, and to make sure that I have everything set up before I can make a full commitment to a plan like that.
Like that, like that. So, tell me about yourself. So, I didn't catch your name, or it just went through my
Victor,
brain. Victor. Okay, cool. So, Victor, how old are you? How long have you been in real world?
I am 19 years old. I have been in the
Oh my
real
God,
world
you're young as well.
for about, let's say, I think it's 130 days. My streak might be. Whether how much I've been committed to it, like fully, genuinely committed, I think it's been 2 months now.
Okay, so what campus did you join first of all?
Content creation and AI.
Okay, and how's that been going? Are you still in those two campuses now, or are you?
Yes, so I am in the content creation and AI campus still to this day, and it's still my focus.
Mhm.
It's been going very well. It's recently had a revamp, so the lessons and certain things about it have changed. And when that happened, it, funnily enough, aligned with some things that were in my life, and I told myself, I'm not stepping out of my room until I make money. So I stayed in my room, I put my head down, and then I followed everything every single day, put in at least 8 hours, 9 hours of work after I'm done with
Did
university.
Pope tell you to do that? That crazy man Pope, that awesome G Pope tell you to do that? Did he
Awesome,
like don't
awesome.
leave
Oh,
your house until you make
no, no,
money?
no.
You're not allowed.
The leaving the house is my crazy idea, to be honest.
No, that's
It's a
fine.
bit of an extreme. I don't think people should do it. You should definitely go outside, get sunlight. I
100%
probably
get some
won't
fresh
right now.
air. Exactly. Go
Exactly.
gym, etc.
Which
Yeah,
is
I
what I've been
100%
doing
agree.
now. But at the very beginning, when I was like, I need money now, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not leaving until I get some.
Okay, cool. So you've been in the real world, sorry, 180 days, which works out to be what, 6, 8 months? Something like that.
Would be around 4 months
But
maybe.
4, yeah, 4 months. Okay, cool. So why did you not take it seriously, first of all? And what made you take it seriously? What flipped you over the edge?
So the reason why I didn't take it seriously is completely my fault. It's the world that we're living in now is so full of distractions and so full of social constructs that
100%.
that it sort of ties a chain to your leg and puts a weight at the end of it and throws you into the ocean, and it just keeps dragging you down.
Dragging you
And
down. Mm.
there was so many distractions, and I'm not placing the excuse on them because I was the one that fell into them, that
Yeah.
I just kept looking at this, kept looking at that. I would catch myself looking at social media all the time, brain rotting, not really doing much. And then the realization came at the point where there was my mother was struggling, really is the main point. And
Mm.
so I thought to myself, I'm young and I'm really the only man in this house that can make a change realistically. My mom's done her best job that she can, and she needs someone to help her out, and who else can do it other than me? And
Yeah.
so I had a sleepless night that day. I couldn't sleep. I was just sitting in bed looking at the walls. I couldn't sleep. I had to think about it. And so I just that's the moment where it sort of all snapped. A lot of people say, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. They never do it. That was the moment where I actually nothing else was on my mind, anything at
Mm.
all. I wasn't speaking to many people that I've been speaking to before. I just put my head down and just started this business.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So that's primarily what kind of tips you over the edge, which is a valid reason. It's absolutely valid. So you went into content creation. You've been in there solidly for 2 months. You just
Correct.
had another business meeting. You've just come off a business meeting. So
Correct.
how's that been going financially for you? I mean, how's that financially? You tell me.
Financially, so are we speaking exact numbers or how it's changed my life financially?
We're gonna ask about how you changed life financially in a second. That's gonna come next. Don't worry. Yeah. Let's go with the numbers first.
All right. So in the last 2 months, which is when I dedicated myself, I've made somewhere over £6,000, and now I'm on recurring payments monthly. So I'm averaging about £5,000 recurring monthly.
Whoa. You must feel good.
I'm blessed. God has truly blessed me. I've put my head down. I've put work. I've put in really deep work, and God sees that, and He's definitely helped me through it. And yes, I am very very happy about it.
That's why God has blessed you because He's seen someone that has potential. You've put your head down, so that's how you've got your reward. It's as
Correct.
simple as that. Do you know what I mean? You put in the work, you'll be rewarded one way or another. How did you feel when you started to actually earn money from it?
Do you know what? I think at first I didn't know what to do. I got my payment, and I was looking at my Stripe account, and at first I didn't know exactly what to do. I'm like, what do I do with this amount of money? Because I've never seen that much money in my account before.
Okay.
And so I was looking at someone that I was sitting with, and I'm just like, okay, so what do I do now? Do I buy food, or like, like I wasn't
Yeah, yeah,
exactly
yeah.
sure what to do with it. And so my initial reaction was, well, first I made sure to keep very calm because I didn't want to get overexcited and
Good.
be okay, I've made it. I was like, okay, I've got my payment. Now I have to make sure I deliver, and I have to make sure that this is something consistent, and I don't just take it easy now. And I've
Yeah,
got money
yeah.
I've got to worry about. And so the first truly initial reaction was, okay, keep calm. But now, after that, after I had a bit to process it, I was like, so what do I do with it now? And then it was very interestingly timed how everything came together because there were certain things that happened right after I got paid. For example, my mother's car broke down, and that's what she used for work. And so that payment was something like one and a half like £1,000 to repair
1,000.
that bloody car.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for what I've achieved in the real world, to be completely honest with you, it would have kind of screwed us a little bit. But so I found something quickly to spend my money on, and that is to help my mother and actually take as much load off of her as possible. And now she doesn't actually have to worry about much anymore.
Things happen for a reason.
They
There's no
do.
coincidence.
None at
Do you
all.
know what I mean? It's exactly that. Things happen for a reason. There's no coincidence. That was supposed to happen. Your mum's car was supposed to break down. You were supposed to help your mum. Your mum must feel absolutely like relieved in that sense that you
Man,
could
I've seen a
actually
whole new
just.
face on her. I've
Sorry?
seen I've seen a whole new face on her. Genuinely,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's been there's nothing more that can motivate you genuinely on this planet other than to see
And
your
that's what I was
family.
going to say. That must be just heartwarming to actually just see that her face just light up and just think, okay, cool, it's all sorted. And do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And what you plan on doing in the future before you know, we're not going to move ahead too fast, but what you plan on in the future is basically you said about your mum, first of all. So um it's super nice to hear that. It's super nice to so first payment was 5,000. So you've made total
So far it's 6,000.
six. Yeah,
Initially, so far it's £6,000 in the last 2 months. The
yeah.
initial payment when I've signed my first client was £2,500 for the month.
Mhm.
And then what happened is that he saw really big value from the service that I had provided, and I got a message from him, and that was sort of my cue to be like, okay, this is working. It's time to double down. And I presented him with a proposal, which is to double down on what we're doing and to now expand to all social media platforms, and I become his full content creation team. And that's what got me to £5,000 a month recurring right now.
Awesome. Awesome. That's really, really good. So from we go back onto the other question that you just like kind of said to ask me. How's that changed you? Like
Me,
from that first payment, yeah. So that first payment to now, how's that changed you as a person and what you're able to do? And that's through work as well. Like
yes,
your focus through work and everything.
I've definitely unlocked a whole vision of how things can be done. It's
Mm,
shattered the reality that I've had before, and it's unlocked. It's like I've had the key open to a different world completely.
mm,
And
mm.
so it's unlocked the amount of work ethic that I have now. I don't enjoy doing anything else other than talk about money and work right now, currently as it is. And I'm sure it's going to be the same in the future. That and God. And then so it's established a really deep work ethic. And other than that, it's allowed me to speak with certain people in a way that I understand. And those certain people are people that have businesses that have more leverage, more powerful in some sense. They have connections, and I've been able to put myself in the room with those people and understand and be able to speak the same language as they have. And I think that's something that's extremely important and extremely vital. And that is now opening more doorways for me that I can choose to progress on. Not only that, but it's actually unlocked how I speak to other people in the real world. I've had two business meetings today. The first one was with a person in the real world that contacted me, that they wanted to do business together, and it was a very, very valuable conversation. And the second one was with a contact that I've made who is a really big retailer in the UK of hi-fi and vision, so TVs and sound equipment.
Yeah.
And so the reason why I've been able to do this is because of the change that's been provoked in me and how I've been able to understand these people that I'm talking to and put myself on the
Mm,
same playing field as them and being able to provide them with value. So now it's changed me in the sense of that I know the value that I can provide. I can see
mm.
the value that I'm going to provide in the future because I'm still on the stepping stones. I'm still launching up with the rocket.
Yeah, yeah, you're still
I'm
starting,
not in
yeah.
space yet.
Yeah.
And it's just unlocked so many different pathways and unlocked so many skills within me that I now know I can
Unlock.
enhance, achieve.
Yeah. 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 That's really, really good to hear because obviously it's yeah, like you say, it's opened up your doorways. The door's now open for you, or the sky's the limit now as to where you can go. There's no going back from where you started. It's only moving forward. And
Yes,
if these opportunities are putting you, if the opportunities that you're creating yourself are putting you into bigger opportunities, putting you in rooms with people that you never thought you'd necessarily be in a room with, then that can only create more opportunities for you. So yeah, I can see that just kind of prospering. So that's very well done on you. Very well done on you. And locking in. This is what happens when you lock in. When you
bro,
really, really lock in
you
and
have
you
to know the
really
trenches. That's
kind of
what it says. The
yeah,
trenches. You have
trenches.
to breathe
It's
the
all about the
trenches.
trenches. It's
You
all
have
about the trenches.
all about them.
Have to be in the trenches. And like I say, you're 19 years old. I actually thought you was older because you said you've been in the UK 4 years, but I actually thought you was young, not because of like how you looked or anything else, but
I
I
know.
actually just I
Yeah,
thought you was older because you've been in the UK but you're 19 years old.
it's
Bro, the
been an
world is your oyster. You know
correct.
that already. Seriously.
I have the youth, I have the energy, and I've realized that recently. And I'm like, it's sort of like a superpower that I have right now, where I don't recommend it, but you can definitely sleep less and perform better. No, I'm not a health advisor, just to clear that.
We do that all the time. I'm sorry, but like we do that all the time. I do that all. I know for a fact that I do that. Ah, you got to sleep 8 hours. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, five's enough. Six
Yeah.
enough. Sometimes it's four. And do you know what I mean? Because all that's like, if you got to get stuff done the next day and you're up on a late night by accident on purpose, it happens. You can catch
Yes,
up on that sleep whenever you feel like it.
you
Get an eight
can.
hour
You
sleep in.
can. Coffee.
It's whatever. Yeah, it's whatever. Work's more important. You got to move forward with it. Okay. So was there any kind of difficult steps from joining? Like, would you say there was like hard parts, or apart from when you locked in, that process of before you actually seriously locking in, what was the hardest part about that process?
So, are you talking about the when about the time that I was distracted and leading to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
moment
yeah,
that I was
yeah,
locked in?
yeah.
The hardest part is it has to be the people. And to a degree, I have nothing against the people that I've been around. I actually love them to bits. I love most people. I love everyone. And
Mm.
but the way that the social construct has been built, it makes you feel guilty to a certain degree if you don't participate in what everyone else is doing. It makes you feel like, oh, you might be missing your youth, or go and just spend time with your friends. You don't know when you're gonna have these moments again. And there's a lot of these little tricks that are just put in there into your mind, that are infiltrating your mind, that are just stopping you from doing what
FOMO.
you're meant to be doing. And so the
Yeah.
hardest part about it is just all those little things: your phone, social media, the people that you surround yourself with. And I think that's, to go back on one thing, I think that's one of the biggest things that's changed actually. Is a lot of people say cut the people that are not benefiting your life currently. Well, I found that I didn't actually need to cut them off. The moment that I locked in, they started slipping automatically away from my life, and they just started fading away. I'm like, oh, do you want to come out? No, I'm doing business. Oh, do you want to come out? No, I'm doing work. And they're just like, okay, okay. They keep asking, they keep trying to get me in place, and they just slowly fade away. I might still
Yeah.
reply to them sometimes and say, oh, I've just been doing this or I've been doing that. And they're like, wow,
Yeah.
that's really good. Anyway, when are you coming out? I don't know, probably never, but
Yeah.
we'll see. So
It's it's not a sense again, it's is it cutting them off? It is in a way, but it's more of a I would put it more down to focusing on yourself.
correct.
Do you
I
know what I mean?
agree.
Focusing on the things that are important to you. They might think going out, being social, having a pint or two or glass of wine, whatever, blah blah, is good for them, is good for their social aspect. But really, that's not really going to help them 3 4 years down the line, health wise and business wise. I mean, I suppose if they're in a job where they're happy and they're content and blah blah, but is that what you want for yourself? No, not really. So are you cutting them off? Yes, you are cutting them off, but you're cutting them off only because you're focusing on yourself. So it's not a
Yeah.
bad thing,
Yeah.
but
So I've had
they're just
people that
not
have slowly slipped out, and then I've had people that have slowly creeped in that are more on the same energy level that I
correct.
am.
Correct.
As I said, people that have contacted me in the real world, or people that I might be doing business with, these things start to align themselves. You might not realize
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You're shifting lanes, and you're putting yourself on a different lane, which important people are on, and that's where you want to be.
One
And
hundred percent.
I'm not saying that I've been perfect. Don't get me wrong. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody slips up. I've slipped
One
up.
hundred percent.
I've locked in every now and then. I might have drifted my car a little bit back into the other lane because I don't know how to drive. But um, it's it's as long as you know the lane that you need to be on and the direction that you need to be on, you always see the lane that you belong to. And I found myself, it's just been a complete shift. I'm just a completely different person.
Yeah.
I know what I'm meant
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah.
though I might sometimes have remains of the older person,
Yeah.
I've truly redefined myself, and that's truly thanks to the real world and God Himself. So
Do you feel that those people can actually feel that? Because I can feel that energy from you. I can feel like you're a very confident individual. You're a very kind of focused individual as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you kind of I can see that you're looking at you're looking and you've got things that are in your mind, and it's all focus. It's all serious, it's all focus. So have those people seen that in you as well? Or and
Yes, it's
yeah,
true. It's sort of, there's been people that have seen it and recognized it, and it's actually incentivizing a level of change in other people as well,
good.
that I might have been around, which is trying to sound as humble as possible because I'm really nothing special. I've just stuck to what I've been told to do in the real world. I'm nothing special.
Yeah,
Anyone can literally do this.
correct.
But it's definitely incentivized a change in some people where they've seen what I'm doing and they've seen the work that I'm putting in, and then be like, oh, can I participate in some level? Or what have you been doing? Or can I do anything to help? Or how have you achieved this? You have to be able to filter some of that out because it might be people that want to drag you back down, or it might be actually people that want to genuinely learn and put the work in as well.
Mm,
So it's definitely something that's been felt all across different people. Some of my closest friends, my brother, my family, and then yeah, it's uplifting to them, which is in return uplifting to me.
yeah, 100%. Have you told them that you're actually in the real world? Have you told them that,
I have
the change?
actually.
And
I
how have they
have.
taken to that?
So my closest friends, which are like my brothers, and I truly believe that they can do the exact same things that I'm doing. They had absolutely no problem with it at all. They were
Hmm.
like, they actually more than anything said, I respect you for trying to commit yourself to this thing and actually trying to make a business and make something happen. So it actually was a lot of respect from them.
Mm.
That perhaps the general opinion, especially here in London, which is quite, the general societal opinions are
Liberal.
shifting
Mhm.
quite
Yeah.
a lot
Hmm.
left. Perhaps then they would be like, oh, isn't that to do with Andrew Tate, or isn't he a misogynist or whatever? All that stuff. I don't really bother speaking to those people that much because I just know the conversation is not going to lead anywhere. So to
Yeah.
them, I don't really bother saying that much to them because it's just, there's no point almost.
Yeah. 100%.
But the people that I truly care the most about, I have let them know fully, and they're actually very determined to join themselves. And I've told them, listen, I'm willing to gift to you 1 month of the real world to actually get yourself into this, and then
Nice.
you take it from there. You make your own recurring payments. You have to put your head down. I'm only giving
Mm.
you the start, but if you're actually truly serious about
You've
this,
got to try. Yeah, exactly. You've got to lock in. Absolutely,
yeah.
100%. Uh, I fully, absolutely respect that. I respect that. How did you obtain your first client?
Pope's gonna love
Random
this.
question. Just out of there. Go on.
Oh gosh. So email. Oh my days. So it's, I can't stress how important email is. This is making me smile for no reason. This sounds dumb, but truly, it was email. First client was email. It was cold outreach email. During the first week of outreach that I've done through Pope's exact strategy and going through the lessons of how to structure it, how to push that outreach forward. During the first week of that, out of 10 emails that I've sent, I've gotten replies to 4 from the first email. And even though I've only signed one of them, that's realistically, that's just still an amazing result.
Yeah, it is.
And I think email helps you in very, very, very powerful ways, especially if you're in a content creation campus,
Mm,
because it teaches you how to attract someone's attention through a sea of emails
mm.
instantly. You have to be able to
Yeah,
just capture that attention within a split
yeah.
second. The brain scans. If it scans something that it wants or it's interested in, okay, now you have their attention for 5 seconds.
Mm.
What do you do with that 5 seconds of attention?
Take it.
This is what
Love
I can
that.
do you. This is the video. I can make you turn into this. Done. 5 short sentences. Here's the video. Watch it. Let me know what you think. And
Bang.
so that's taken just volume. I've through each email that I've done, I've gone back through all of the lessons. I've had the checklist. I'm like, okay, did I do this? Yes. Did I do this? Yes. Did I do this? Yes. Okay, all of it's been done. Send. and I've just done that on repeat every day as much as I could. At the beginning, it was about only 3 emails a day because I was still learning how to do editing quite fast. At first, it took me
Hmm.
around 4 hours to make one short, which is like 30 seconds, 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's taking me around an hour, sometimes maybe less. So
Yeah.
it's now I can actually output that volume a lot quicker. But
Hmm.
yes, I think email is such a powerful tool. And especially in my position, when you don't know anyone, when you don't have any people that are running businesses or don't have this is common misconception that, oh, you need to have the networks already built or you need to know people like this. No, you can build those connections for yourself. You need to just go there and put yourself in their face.
Yeah.
And so email is such a strong, powerful tool. And after
Yeah.
that, I started outreaching to some people that I might have known in the past or through some other people through warm outreach. So I might have met them in the past. But that's
Mhm.
because I now had the proof of signing my first client. And I was like, well, here's the result. I've generated this client each month an extra £2,000 compounding. And this is what I can do for you as well. And these people are more serious businesses that actually want that proof and that value. And
Mm.
so, but email, that's all I have to say. That's why it was an easy question.
Pope, I gotta say, yeah, I gotta say, Pope's an absolute genius. When he, do you still listen to Pope's daily lessons?
Oh, mate, I go through the lessons every day, like quite a few times when I do certain stuff because you can miss things. But I
Yeah,
go through
yeah,
the lessons. I go back to them a lot. Yes.
yeah, yeah. Because like he's very kind of very kind of straight with what he says, and then like you say, you might miss something. So it's actually nice to go back and
He's
actually kind of have
Hope
a look at.
is a G. That's all I can
He's
say.
he's a real G. I love Pope. I love Pope. So
Uh,
what does your business look like in the next 6 months? Sorry, first of all, before I ask that question, how many clients have you
yeah.
got now? Sorry, I just wanted to know that question because it popped into my mind as you was talking.
Okay, true. So clients that I'm working with right now currently is two.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so, and then I'm speaking with a third one, which is in the process of signing as well. But this one is a bit different. It's very corporate. I've had to go through a lot of business meetings, meet the head of e-commerce, meet this guy,
Red
meet that
tape.
guy. Whereas before, I'm just like, oh, I'm messaging or I'm emailing this influencer that has a business. Oh, you like the video? Okay, let's go on a call tomorrow. Boom, done. Whereas now
Yeah,
with this corporate business, I'm like, I have to go meet this guy. Then, oh, present us a pitch or what's the exact this or meet this guy. I'm just like, boy, like, okay, it's a whole different world. So currently,
yeah,
to
yeah.
in with a bigger corporation right now to sign them possibly in the next month.
But that's also good for you because obviously it puts you in two different categories, doesn't it? It puts you in two different situations. So you can go with the big corporate world and know how to construct yourself for all of these type of meetings. If you do end up with something else like that, hopefully you will end up with something else like that. And also you know how to kind of do the influencer with a business, etc., etc. So you're getting a balance of both. So it's all experience all the way through. Nothing's really bad. So again,
Perfect.
6 months, your business.
6 months. So, man, it's hard to tell, but I'll make a prediction because, as I said before, it's opened a lot of doors and a lot of pathways that I can take. But 6 months, the business, the way it's looking, is I'm looking to implement a few people in my team because it's getting to the point now where I can't wear all the hats and do the editing and the video marketing and the scripting and the meetings
Mhm.
and the. Right now, I'm managing, um, but I'm going to start implementing some people that are going to that are going to partake in certain percentages of the business itself. Um, and revenue wise, hmm. Well, I'm going to say if it isn't 50K a month, I'll be disappointed.
Okay. I would say, I would say probably take that down a little bit. Maybe
Yep.
don't disappoint yourself because I know you got targets and everything else. You're doing very very well at the moment. Take it month by month. You can add two and a half, 5K, two and a half,
Stepping.
5K every single month. So stepping stones. So don't
Yep.
obviously overwhelm yourself. So
Mhm.
you don't want to um kind of underperform. You want to always overperform. So if you set yourself a target and you overperform on that target, you can look back and say, okay, cool, I've done this right. So this is what I need to do to perform to get exactly the same, if not more, the next time round.
Yes, you're right. I agree. And to be fair, with the clients that I've currently worked with and the people that I'm in talks to, I've always made myself sure that before I move on or before I upsell or anything, I want to make sure that I'm delivering on exactly on what I say, because otherwise
Correct.
it's me a thief.
Exactly. Otherwise, it's yeah, yeah. So we can aim high, but we don't want to lose the quality throughout the way. So you want quality
Agreed.
over quantity, 100%.
Yes.
And uh, the people that you're gonna hire, are they coming from TRW or are they gonna come from around your circle?
So currently, probably from the real world, from
Yeah.
TRW.
Yeah.
I'm thinking part of it. Second part is thinking, well, I have someone that's committed, like a friend that's been helping me with certain things of the business.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And if he decides to commit himself completely to TRW and actually wants to perform, which he's emphasized that he does, then but he actually does the work, then I'm more than happy to
So
onward from there
yeah,
as well. But the thing is with TRW, I know that there's people that are already qualified and that have the
that's
same mindset already. And
that's the thing.
it's such a strong point of TRW. I think some people may underlook sometimes. Yes, you get to make money, that's great. But the community truly
Community,
is what
100%. Is
more
what,
than
yeah,
any,
it's what's amazing. 100%.
in
And
my opinion.
that's the other thing I was going to say, because if you do need help, those people in TRW have one focus, and that's your focus, and it's their focus. And their focus is to elevate you so they can elevate themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's already there. The structure, the foundation is already built. We just need that. We just need those floors being built. Do you know what I mean? So that's always going to be there for you.
Yeah.
I am going to um actually, before I go, I want to know what a day in the life of your life as a student is, because you say you're smashing out 9 hours like a day. So I just want to know what a day in the life of yours
True.
is.
Um, so day in the life is basically wake up. First thing is open open TRW. Funnily enough, every time I wake up, Pope puts in the Pope's channel.
Yeah,
Every single day
yeah.
when I wake up, the exact moment I wake up, I see a notification from Pope's speech
From Pope.
of his motivational posts.
He's
And I'm
on
like,
it.
bro, he's on it. He doesn't miss. He doesn't miss a day.
No, he
Not
doesn't.
at
He
all.
doesn't.
Never.
Not at all.
And he doesn't miss. He's a G. And so yeah, every day wake up, do the bits everybody does, brush your teeth, have a bit of breakfast, whatever. Open the real world, look, just type in the good mornings, and then see what I have planned for today. So most of the day is what takes priority is client work all the time. So
Hmm.
it's finishing and delivering on what the client work I have to do is, and make sure that's all prepared nicely and I'm happy with what I'm putting forward.
Hmm.
And then after that, it's research most of the time. So I'm always keeping tabs on what trends are currently going on in my
Yeah.
niche. And it's another trap that you can easily fall into is if you're scrolling on social media, is obviously there's a
Hmm.
lot you can click that can distract you. But I try and make a sure thing of me looking at everything from a very analytical point of view and actually analyzing, why did this video perform well? Why did this do well? What words did he use? How did he structure this video from beginning to end? And so after that is done, I do my research, which also goes hand in hand with looking for possible prospects that I could outreach to. And then that would be that's the main core, really, to be honest, without getting into
Yeah. Yeah.
the details of my day. It's I just
Yeah. Yeah.
spend as much time on it as possible. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of research because I've moved quite quickly compared to a few people. Not that that's I'm talking down on anyone else,
No,
but
no, but that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
yeah, I've
Everybody
I've moved
moves.
quite quickly, so I've had to learn a few things quite fast. So even though at
Yeah.
first I started as just an editor or doing these videos for some people, and then I upsell the client. Now I'm like, okay, cool. I like need to make sure that my video marketing is on point. So whatever I didn't up
Mm.
until now, I spent like countless hours on all the lessons, on doing research, on how I'm going to exactly deliver this video marketing uh, deal so it actually performs. And I've delivered on all my promises. My clients are very happy, which makes me happy, which makes me think that I can strive for more.
Mm.
And yeah, that's the most of it. And then sometimes just talk in the real world. I try and sometimes help people that have just joined the campus. Not that I've been in it for too long, but if there's something that I clearly know the answer to, then I do my best
Mm.
to actually, give on the blessings and
Yeah.
try and put people in the right direction. If a captain hasn't responded, there's plenty of people there that can do that. But I like to keep a healthy relationship with all the members of TRW because it's very, very important, and you don't know what doors it can open. So I'm looking at
Yeah.
the war
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was going to go back and say that, like, social media has its good points and its bad points, and what you're using it for. So I use social media as a tool. It's a tool. And what you say is exactly how I use it as a research tool. I look at videos and stuff like that and blah blah. How do they do this? Why do they do this? What's their capture? How are they capturing these people? Etc. 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 So that's how I use social media. So you can go on social media, yes, but are you using it to mindlessly scroll, or are you using it for research?
or
And
you
as long as you're
prepared.
using it for the yeah, as long as you're using it for research, absolutely fine. Do you know what I mean? But you're noticing, like you say, noticing trends, noticing what's going on, this, that, the other, blah, blah. As long as you're aware of all of that, then
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
you have to be
Use
very,
it.
very conscious of what you're doing because listen,
Oh,
you might not.
100%.
But the people that have made YouTube and all these social media platforms, they know what they're doing very, very well, and they know exactly what to do to capture your attention. Trust me.
Absolutely. 100%. Looking at analytics, looking at SEOs, everything. Absolutely everything. But as
It's
long as
cool.
you're using it for those purposes, then it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, you
Is
have to
what I
come in
say.
with your armor. Honestly, you have to
Yeah.
be prepared and be very conscious of what you're doing because you can very easily slip. I've done it, or everyone's done
Oh,
it,
yeah, yeah.
and it's,
Easy.
it's going it's going to happen repeatedly. But you have to be prepared.
100%. 100%. Listen, I'm gonna let you go. It was absolutely awesome talking to you.
Yeah,
Is that I'm super happy talking to you. I feel super blessed that I come across you. I'm super happy of what you've achieved in such a short space of time, and
yeah,
obviously the things that transpired after that, and the realization of what you've understood once you get your head down and actually just focus. That
correct.
what you can achieve, and the fact that you've kind of taken a step back from the things that you used to do before and really kind of focused on yourself, and that has actually been proven with yourself and what you've been able to achieve. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
And the doors that it's open for you is the main thing as well. So use those doors, step through those doors with the person that you are. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just go and grab everything that you possibly can do. Just grab that, grab that, grab that. But obviously, deliver the quality that you're delivering.
As I've said before, just want to emphasize this: I'm truly nothing special. You have no idea just how perfectly you're set up when you go into TRW. I mean, you do, but I'm speaking to some imaginary person right now.
Mm,
Um, but I'm nothing special. I've simply just decided to do the work, stick to exactly what I'm being told. These people that are in TRW have done all the work for you. They know what works. They know how to do things. You just have to
yeah.
put your head down and actually be determined to put the work and make sure that you're prepared. But I'm not, as I said, I'm not special. Everybody can do this. Genuinely, anyone can, and that's a
And I'm
fact.
going to correct you on. I'm going to correct you on that. And I'm going to say you are special. Everybody's special in their own individual rights. They never, ever,
I
ever put you
appreciate
down. The hard work that you've put in, and I'm 100% dead set on this. The 100%, the work that you've put in is the work that you get back out. Your mum thinks you're super special.
Well, that's true. Yes, I appreciate that.
Okay,
And it's been a
your
it's been
mum
a
thinks you're
it's been
super
a
special. So you are a special person. Okay, so
yes,
I don't want to hear that you're not special, because you are special. Because the time that, whether it be from God, whether it be the time that you were supposed to lock in, you locked in, and you was able to be special for your mum. Okay, that probably meant more to her than probably it's the car that she uses to go to work. It could have actually messed you up. So at the end of the day, you might not be special to this high level CEO right now,
sure.
but you could be helpful to him.
Definitely
Okay,
can.
but exactly. So everybody has got their own special, unique talents, and everybody within themselves, I think, are special in their own right. Okay, so I don't want to hear you putting yourself down, because for what you've achieved at 19 years old, right now, yeah, and like the main thing for me has been able to be there for the people that really need you
Correct.
is
Yes.
probably the most important thing that you
It
could
is.
actually want. Do you know what I mean? Because you could have been, forget about it. Think about it on the flip side of things. You could have been like sitting there not doing anything, and you could have been out with your friends, and like mum's like, oh, what? And then what?
That's not something that I even want to think about. That's not
Exactly.
me. That's not me. That's not
Exactly.
who I am. So that's not something
Exactly.
that's reality. That
Right.
my
So
reality is
that's
different.
out the window. You are a special person. You're special to your mum. You're special to the people around you. You're special to your family, and you're special to yourself because what you're achieving is really, really good. It's immense, and you're gonna just gotta keep going on the trajectory. 100%.
Thank you, Nigel. I really appreciate those words. It's very uplifting, and I appreciate you saying these things.
It's true. You said it, not me.
It's
I'm just
true.
reiterating what you say, just in a different way. Do you know
I'm
what I
the
mean?
G.
It's all good. You're a G. Okay. Right.
It's
On
been
that
a,
note, I'm gonna say, was it gone?
it's been an absolute pleasure, Nigel. And
Yeah.
yeah, I
Pleasure's
really
mine.
enjoyed this
Pleasure's
talk,
mine.
and hopefully we get to meet again in the future. Who knows?
Hopefully so. Hopefully so. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will.